Hello students, welcome to Sri Jayendra Rank Zone. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the hydrocarbon, and in hydrocarbon chapter, we will discuss about the preparation of alkanes. In last lecture also, we have discussed about the preparation of alkanes. So I am starting the preparation of alkane. I am starting the preparation of alkane by Core synthesis reaction. So preparation of alkane by Core synthesis reaction. In last lecture also we have discussed about this reaction, Core synthesis reaction. So basically in Core synthesis reaction we use Gilman's reagent. The reagent which we use is Gilman's reagent. What is Gilman's reagent? As you people know, Gilman's reagent is basically dialkyl copper lithium. So this is basically a organometallic compound. And this organometallic compound will generate a nucleophile which is R negative. So R negative here acts as a nucleophile. See, now as we know, when dialkyl copper lithium supplies R minus, when this R minus reacts with R dash X, so there is partial negative charge on halogen atom and there is partial positive charge on carbon atom. So this nucleophile will attack on this carbon atom and it will form R dash. So in the last lecture we have discussed about the preparation of alkane by using Core synthesis reaction. Now we are proceeding with some more processes for preparation of alkane. So basically now we are preparing the alkane by using Grignard reagent. So preparation of we are going to discuss about the preparation of alkane, the preparation of alkane using using Grignard reagent. So are you people excited to know about the preparation of alkane by Grignard reagent? See, we are going to discuss about the preparation of alkane by using Grignard reagent. What is Grignard reagent? How we prepare the Grignard reagent? So basically, Grignard reagent is formed when alkyl halide reacts with magnesium. When alkyl halide reacts with magnesium in presence of ether. So basically, this magnesium will enter between carbon and halogen. So it will form RMgX. As we know, metal is more electropositive, therefore partial positive charge on metal and partial negative charge on this carbon of alkyl group. So this compound which is RMgX, this compound we call Grignard reagent. I hope this is clear to you. Please manage the difference between the Gilman's reagent and Grignard reagent. So basically in Grignard reagent R minus, this is R minus and Mg plus because of metal. So this R minus is basically the nucleophile. This R minus is basically the nucleophile in Grignard reagent. This is clear to all of you. Now we will see the preparation of alkane by using Grignard reagent. See, first reaction I am going to discuss. This is Grignard reagent which is RMgX. When RMgX reacts with water, see, magnesium is partial positive and carbon is partial negative. See, so this carbon will be partial negative. Now as we know polarity, this H and OH bond will break. So H is positive and O is negative because of more electronegativity of oxygen atom. Now this R minus, because we know the Grignard reagent will supply nucleophile R minus. This Grignard reagent RMgX will supply R minus as a nucleophile, and this nucleophile will attack on hydrogen atom. So this nucleophile will attack on hydrogen atom, and the product obtained is alkane. RH means the product obtained here is alkane. We don't see the byproduct. Basically, we are only looking for the main product, which is formed here alkane by using Grignard reagent. See the next reaction. Second reaction of Grignard reagent. Again I am using Grignard reagent, which is RMgX. Again I am using Grignard reagent, which is RMgX. Now the reaction of Grignard reagent with alcohol. You people know what is alcohol? ROH group. ROH we called alcohol. Again, magnesium is a metal, so therefore partial positive charge on metal and partial negative charge on carbon. Now again, oxygen is more electronegative. When oxygen is more electronegative means negative charge on oxygen atom and positive charge on hydrogen atom. Now this nucleophile, so Grignard reagent supplies R negative. This R negative will combines with hydrogen and it forms again alkane. So basically every time by using Grignard reagent, we are preparing the alkane. So first reaction of Grignard reagent with water, next reaction of Grignard reagent with alcohol. See the next reaction. Next reaction I am going to discuss the reaction of Grignard reagent with phenol. So the reaction of Grignard reagent with phenol. So Grignard reagent is RMgX. Grignard reagent is RMgX. And you people know phenol. Phenol is basically benzene containing OH group. Benzene containing OH group. So basically this is oxygen and this is hydrogen. Again, in case of Grignard reagent, bond will break in such a way that metal will acquire plus charge because of electropositive character, and this R will convert into R negative. So basically Grignard reagent supplies nucleophile and this acidic hydrogen bond will break in such a way this oxygen will carry negative charge and this hydrogen will carry positive charge. Now this R negative will combine with hydrogen and the product obtained is again alkane. So by using phenol, we can also prepare Grignard reagent, preparation of alkane. So by using Grignard reagent with the help of phenol, so this is basically phenol. We have prepared the alkane. See the next reaction. Again, if Grignard reagent, which is RMgX, if Grignard reagent, which is RMgX, reacts with ammonia, can we write ammonia in this form? HNH2. Yes, NH3 we can write in this way because we are looking for the acidic hydrogen. Acidic hydrogen present on oxygen, acidic hydrogen present on nitrogen, more electronegative atom. Now again, the bond of Grignard reagent will break in such a way that magnesium will acquire positive charge and carbon will acquire negative charge. Now this R negative will attach with hydrogen and the product obtained is again alkane. So we can see the different compounds we are taking and we are preparing the alkane. Now see the next reaction. All reactions are important. All reactions are important. See, when Grignard reagent, when Grignard reagent reacts with amine, reacts with amine. See, I am writing the amine in this form HNHR. Again, amine formula is RNH2. So I am written the amine in the form RNHR because of this acidic hydrogen. Because of this acidic hydrogen, bond will break in such a way magnesium will acquire partial positive and R will acquire partial negative. This R negative because Grignard reagent supply R negative ion. Grignard reagent supply R negative ion. This R negative ion will attack on hydrogen H plus and the product obtain again alkane. So we have prepared the alkane from amines by using Grignard reagent. So this compound is what? This compound is basically amine. This compound is basically amine. See the next reaction. Again, if Grignard reagent, which is RMgX, if Grignard reagent reacts with HCl, if Grignard reagent reacts with HCl, again bond will break in such a way, magnesium will acquire positive charge and R will acquire negative charge, and bond will break in this way. This is acidic hydrogen, so this is H positive. Now again R minus will attack on H plus ion, and the product obtained is again alkane. So all reactions are basically what? All reactions are preparation. All reactions are preparation of alkane. All reactions are preparation of alkane by using Grignard reagent. By using Grignard reagent. I hope this is clear to all of you. Any doubt to anyone? See. Next, see again. Some more methods. By using Grignard reagent, we can prepare the alkane. See. If there is acidic hydrogen, if there is acidic hydrogen on alkyne, like I'm using again Grignard reagent, which is RMgx plus. We are using terminal alkynes. We are using terminal alkyne because there is acidic hydrogen on terminal alkyne. See, when this hydrogen, which is terminal means end hydrogen, is attached with sp hybridized carbon, we call this as terminal alkyne. We call this as terminal alkyne, and this hydrogen is very acidic. This hydrogen is very acidic. Again, the bond will break in such a way that magnesium will acquire positive charge and carbon will acquire negative charge. This hydrogen is acidic, means plus. So this R again combines with hydrogen and the product obtained is RH. So basically we have seen whenever there is a acidic hydrogen, acidic hydrogen, whenever there is acidic hydrogen, like hydrogen on oxygen atom, like hydrogen on nitrogen atom, like hydrogen on sp hybridized carbon, hydrogen on sp hybridized carbon. So basically this hydrogen is very acidic. This hydrogen is very acidic. This hydrogen is very acidic. We have seen all the examples. You can see this acidic hydrogen on oxygen, this acidic hydrogen on nitrogen, this acidic hydrogen on nitrogen, this acidic hydrogen on Cl. So basically we can see whenever there is acidic hydrogen, so R minus, which comes from nucleophile, which comes from Grignard reagent. So R minus basically comes from Grignard reagents, combines with the acidic hydrogen, and we obtain the product as alkane. So this is basically if we treat R minus as a base, and H plus, this is basically acidic hydrogen. So this is acid. So basically alkane is formed. By acid base reaction. So this alkane is formed by acid base reaction. So the reaction of Grignard reagent, with acidic hydrogen, we called it acid base reaction. And we know acid base reactions are very fast in nature. Now see the next question is the question of AIEEE. The question was asked in AIEEE. See, AIEEE is basically now AIEEE is JEE means. Now AIEEE is JEE means. So the question is, the compound is given like this: benzene, and it contains magnesium and iodine, MgI. It reacts with, when it reacts with CS3OH, the product obtained is, so this reaction is very simple. As we can see, this carbon and magnesium bond. So always the bond between carbon and magnesium is break. So always the bond between carbon and magnesium breaks, and magnesium acquire plus charge and carbon acquire minus charge. Now see, because this R minus will behave as base and hydrogen from acid, so acid base reaction. In the same way, more acidic hydrogen is present on more electronegative atom. So this hydrogen atom is more acidic because it is present on the more electronegative atom. Now the bond will break in such a way, carbon magnesium bond will break, and this carbon will acquire negative charge because R minus. This carbon will acquire negative charge, so this negative charge will attach with hydrogen. So the product obtained is benzene. The product obtained is benzene. So the correct option is benzene. Now it is clear to all of you. So basically we can prepare the alkane by using Grignard reagent. So basically it is acid base reaction because R minus basically base and H plus is basic acidic, and this H plus is present on more electronegative atom like sp hybridized carbon, like more electronegative atom nitrogen, like on oxygen. So these are the preparation of alkanes by using organometallic compound. So organometallic compound we have discussed all cases. Now we are going to prepare preparation of alkane by using reduction with metal. So our next topic is preparation of alkane. Our next topic is preparation of alkane. So now we are going to prepare alkane by reduction with metal. So basically reduction with metal. So now we are going to prepare alkane by reduction with metals. So the reduction with metals we are going to discuss. So this is very simple. First I will write the all reactions. Suppose if alkyl halide Rx is given, if alkyl halide Rx is given, and we use sodium in presence of ETOH. Sodium in presence of ETOH. What is ETOH? See, this is very simple. What is ETOH? So ETOH is basically what? See, ETOH means ethanol. ETOH means ethanol. Like in this way, we can say ETOH. So again, ETOH I am writing in this way. See, so this ETOH you may also write. This ETOH you may also write in this way. Rub this one. Now see, sodium in presence of basically ETOH means sodium in presence of ETOH. What is ETOH? See, you can write ethanol C2H5OH. So we can write C2H5 as ETOH also. Now see, when Grignard reagent use sodium in presence of ETOH. So this is basically a reduction reaction. This is basically reduction reaction. Reduction means addition of hydrogen. Reduction means addition of hydrogen. So this X will be removed. This X will be removed, and this E2OH, this ETOH, which is ethanol, will supply hydrogen in place of halogen. So RH is obtained as a product. So this is preparation of alkane. If again when alkyl halide reacts with zinc HCl, when alkyl halide reacts with zinc HCl, so this is also act as reduction reaction, and we know in reduction reaction there is addition of hydrogen. So X will be removed and alkane is product. Now again, if Rx, see all reagents are supplying hydrogen because all reagents are supplying hydrogen here because reduction reactions we are using for the preparation of alkane. Now if we use zinc plus acetic acid, now this reaction will also supply. You people know these metals are basically electron loose tendency. These metals will have electron loose tendency. So electron loose tendency means this self oxidation. Self oxidation means for others they are better reducing agent. For others they are better reducing agent. So this will also supply hydrogen and halogen will remove and it form alkane. So by using this reagent, this reaction is also reduction reaction. This reaction is also reduction reaction. In the same way, when alkyl halide reacts with reacts with lithium aluminium hydride, lithium aluminium hydride. So this is also a very strong reducing agent. This is also a strong reducing agent. So now again, this X will be removed by hydrogen supplied by lithium aluminium hydride. In the same way, if we want to prepare, in the same way, if we want to prepare again, so we use Rx in presence of sodium borohydride. In presence of sodium borohydride, this is also a reducing agent, but mild reducing agent. This is mild reducing agent. This halogen will be removed by hydrogen and alkane is obtained as a product. See the next reagent by which we can prepare alkane. If Rx reacts with Hi in presence of red phosphorus. So this is also a very good reducing agent. So it will reduce halogen to hydrogen. So this is obtained as a product which is alkane. So which reducing agents we have used? Sodium, ethanol, zinc plus HCl, zinc plus acetic acid, lithium aluminium hydride and sodium borohydride. If you want to use the medium, so you can use H plus with LiLH4. Also you can use H plus with sodium borohydride. Now first we are going to discuss about this reagent, lithium aluminium hydride. So now we are going to discuss about our next reagent, that is lithium aluminium hydride. There are some features of lithium aluminium hydride. So please note that LiAlH4 in presence of H plus. So basically this is very strong reducing agent. This is very strong reducing agent. So we can say it is a very strong reducing agent. It is a very strong reducing agent. And reducing agent means addition of hydrogen will takes place. See, it reduce only, see the next feature of this reagent. It reduces only primary. It reduces only primary means 1 degree and secondary. It reduces only primary and secondary. Secondary means 2 degree halides, 2 degree alkyl halides. So it can reduce only 1 degree and 2 degree alkyl halides. If we use 3 degree, so in 3 degree elimination reaction takes place. So basically elimination reaction takes place. Elimination reaction takes place when we use elimination reaction takes place when we use 3 degree alkyl halide. When we use 3 degree alkyl halide. So this is clear to all of you. Now I am giving some examples. If this is given in such a way, CH3 CH2 Cl. So this is 1 degree alkyl halide. Why it is 1 degree alkyl halide? Because functional group is attached to this carbon and neighbor of this carbon is 1 only. Therefore it is 1 degree alkyl halide. Therefore it is 1 degree alkyl halide. When we add lithium aluminium hydride in presence of acidic medium, so this Cl will be removed by hydrogen. So the product obtained is CH3 because lithium aluminum hydride can reduce primary and secondary halide, but it cannot reduce 3 degree alkyl halide because in 3 degree alkyl halide elimination reactions takes place always. Now see the next example. Next example is, if we use CH3 CH Cl CH3 and the catalyst we are using here is LiAlH4 in presence of H plus. See, this is again acidic medium we are providing here. Now, this halogen will be replaced by hydrogen atom supplied by LiAlH4. As we can see, this is 2-degree alkyl halide. How it is 2-degree alkyl halide? See, functional group attached to the carbon atom and the neighbor of this carbon atoms are 2. Therefore, it is 2-degree alkyl halide. And we know lithium aluminum hydride can reduce 1 degree and 2-degree alkyl halide. So the product obtained is again CH3, CH2 and CH3. So we obtain the product as alkane. Now see, if we use 3-degree alkyl halide, if we use 3-degree alkyl halide. Now the next is if we use 3-degree alkyl halide. So what happens in this case? See, as we know, if we use 3-degree alkyl halide, the elimination reaction will take place. Now see the example. The example is CH3, C, CH3, CH3 and Cl. When we add lithium aluminum hydride in presence of H plus. So what happens? In this case, functional group attached to this carbon atom and neighbor of this carbon atom is 1, 2, 3. So this is basically 3-degree alkyl halide, and in 3-degree alkyl halide there is elimination reaction. So this is alpha carbon and this is beta carbon. Functional group attached to that carbon atom which is alpha carbon and the next carbon atom is beta carbon. So we remove Cl from alpha carbon and we remove hydrogen from beta carbon, and there is formation of double bond between alpha and beta carbon. So this is elimination reaction. So when we use 3-degree alkyl halide and the reagent we use lithium aluminum hydride, so elimination reaction will take place. This is which reaction? This is elimination reaction. So we remove halogen from alpha carbon and hydrogen from beta carbon, and there is formation of double bond between alpha and beta carbon. So always note this point in very smooth way. Now see, now we are going to discuss about our next reducing agent, which is sodium borohydride. See, so the next reagent we are going to discuss is sodium borohydride. This is NaBH4. We call sodium borohydride. As we know, sodium borohydride is basically a mild reducing agent. It is basically a mild reducing agent. So it is a mild reducing agent. Now see. So this is mild reducing agent means the power of NaBH4 for reduction is less as compared to LiAlH4. So basically NaBH4 only reduces it only reduce 2-degree and 3-degree alkyl halide. It only reduce 2-degree and 3-degree alkyl halide. It do not reduce 1-degree alkyl halide. It do not reduce 1-degree alkyl halide. Now see the example. Now see the examples. If we use CH3, CH2 and X and we are using NaBH4 in presence of H plus. We are using NaBH4 in presence of H plus. Now see. So this is 1-degree alkyl halide and we know no reaction will take place because sodium borohydride is a mild reducing agent. So the product obtained, we say the product will be not obtained because it is 1-degree alkyl halide. But when we use 2-degree alkyl halide, see what is the product obtained if we use 2-degree alkyl halide. Now I am taking the example of 2-degree alkyl halide. This is CH3, CH, Cl, CH3, and the reducing agent we are using here is sodium borohydride, which is NaBH4 in presence of H plus. As we know, this is 2-degree alkyl halide. Functional group attached to this carbon, and the neighbor of this carbon is 1 and 2. Therefore, it is 2-degree alkyl halide. And we know this Cl will be removed because NaBH4 reacts with 2-degree and 3-degree alkyl halide. Now this Cl will be removed and it will form CH3CH HCH3. So alkane is obtained. This is basically what? This is propane. In the same way, we can say if we use 3-degree alkyl halide like C, CH3, CH3 and Cl, and the reagent we are using here is sodium borohydride in presence of H plus. Now this Cl will be removed by this hydrogen atom. So the product obtained is CH3, C, CH3, CH3 and H. So this is basically 2-methyl propane. So NaBH4 reduces, NaBH4 reduces 1-degree alkyl halide? No. NaBH4 do not reduce 1-degree alkyl halide. It reduces 2nd-degree alkyl halide and 3-degree alkyl halide. Now see. Now again some examples I am giving you regarding LiAlH4. If aldehyde group is given, if aldehyde group is given, what is aldehyde group? Aldehyde group is basically CHO. This group we call aldehyde group. When we use CHO group, this is CHO, and when we use the reducing agent, LiAlH4 in presence of H plus, when we use LiAlH4 in presence of H plus. So basically the removal of oxygen. Now this aldehyde will be reduced into alcohol. This aldehyde will be reduced into alcohol and the number of carbon atom will remain same. So this carbon will remain as it is, this hydrogen will remain as it is. Now hydrogen will be added, one hydrogen on this oxygen and one hydrogen on this carbon. Now it will contain COH and one more hydrogen on this carbon atom because one hydrogen is already present. So addition of hydrogen, one hydrogen on oxygen, one hydrogen on carbon. So this is CH2OH. So basically aldehyde converts into alcohol. We can also write this in this way, CH2OH. So this aldehyde contain one carbon and alcohol also contains one carbon. So lithium aluminum hydride reduces aldehyde into alcohol. In the same way, this is basically 1-degree alcohol. In the same way, if ketone is given, this is ketonic group, and we use lithium aluminum hydride in presence of acidic medium. Now again, this is basically a strong reducing agent. This is what? Strong reducing agent. Now addition of hydrogen. So one hydrogen at this carbon and one hydrogen at this oxygen and pi bond will remove. So the product obtained is CHOH. Again, now this is 2-degree alcohol. So lithium aluminum hydride is a reducing agent. Addition of hydrogen, this is a strong reducing agent. It converts aldehyde into 1-degree alcohol and it converts ketone into 2-degree alcohol. Now see, next we are going to discuss about the reaction. I'm going to discuss the reaction of alkane, basically the preparation of alkane from alcohol. I'm going to discuss the preparation of, next we are going to discuss preparation of alkane, from alcohol. So the preparation of alkane by using alcohol. See the reaction, which reagent we are using. When alcohol like CH3 CH2OH, so we can use HI as a reducing agent. So HI in presence of red phosphorus, Hi in presence of red phosphorus will convert. So this is removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So this alcohol will convert into alkane of same carbon atom. This is alcohol of 2 carbon atom, this is alkane of 2 carbon atom. When we use Hi, when we use Hi in presence of red phosphorus, so alcohol gets reduced to alkane. Now it is clear to all of you. In the same way, another reaction we can also see. So this is 1 degree alcohol, this is basically 1 degree alcohol. If we use 2 degree alcohol, if we use 2 degree alcohol like this, CH3CH OH CH3. So if we use 2 degree alcohol, reaction with Hi, reaction with Hi and red phosphorus. See, again this OH group, this OH group will remove and alcohol will convert into alkane of same carbon atom, and this is 2 degree alcohol because OH group attached to this carbon, neighbor of this carbon is 2, so this is basically 2 degree alcohol. Now again alkane is obtained as a product, which is CH3 CH2 CH3. So Hi in presence of red phosphorus, this is also a reducing agent because removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So this is also reducing agent. This is also reducing agent. Removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. But if we take 3 degree alcohol, so write a note, write a note. In 3 degree alcohol, in 3 degree alcohol, elimination reaction takes place. In 3 degree alcohol, elimination reaction takes place. So elimination reaction will favor in 3 degree alcohol. For example, if we use 3 degree alcohol like this, CCH3 CH3 CH3OH, and we are using here, Hi in presence of red phosphorus, Hi in presence of red phosphorus. So functional group attached to this carbon atom, this carbon is basically alpha carbon and this is beta carbon. So we will remove OH from alpha carbon and we will remove hydrogen from beta carbon, and there is formation of double bond, between alpha and beta carbon. So elimination reaction will takes place and alkene is obtained as a major product, and alkene is obtained as a major product. So in this way, in 3 degree alcohol there is elimination reaction takes place. Now see, next we are going to discuss about the preparation of alkane from carbonyl compounds. So next we are going to discuss about the preparation of alkane. So our next topic is preparation preparation of alkane preparation of alkane by carbonyl compounds. What are carbonyl compounds? You people are familiar with carbonyl group. This is the carbonyl group. C double bond O is basically a carbonyl group. This group is called carbonyl group. So how we can obtain alkane? How we can obtain alkane from carbonyl group? See, so basically when we use a carbonyl group like this, C double bond O, when this carbonyl group, when this carbonyl group reacts with, when this carbonyl group reacts with red phosphorus and Hi, when this carbonyl group reacts with red phosphorus and Hi, so removal of oxygen, when we remove oxygen, two valencies are free, this one valency and this valency, both valencies are free. So these valencies are satisfied by hydrogen. Removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen, again it is reduction reaction. So Hi in presence of red phosphorus is a good reducing agent. In the same way, if we want to reduce, the carbonyl group, like C double bond O in presence of zinc mercury amalgam, and with HCl, means in acidic medium, When we use zinc amalgam with HCl for the reduction of carbonyl group, this reaction has a specific name which we call Clemmensen reduction. So this reaction is basically Clemmensen reduction. So the reduction of carbonyl group, the reduction of carbonyl group in presence of zinc mercury amalgam and in presence of HCl. So this is removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. The product obtained is same. Again, removal of oxygen and carbon hydrogen atoms are attached. Now see the next reaction. How we can prepare again alkane from carbonyl group. So one more reagent is there. Which is NH2 NH2 is basically what? Hydrogen. So this is basically hydrogen. This is hydrogen. When we use hydrogen in presence of base, and heat, this whole reagent we call, this whole reagent, when we use this reaction is called Wolff-Kishner. This reaction is Wolff-Kishner reduction. So this reaction is Wolff-Kishner reduction. Again, removal of oxygen, and these two valencies are satisfied by the hydrogen atom because addition of hydrogen. So all three reactions are basically reduction reaction. Reduction means addition of hydrogen. And we people know, when we use acidic medium, means zinc mercury amalgam in presence of HCl, we call the reaction as Clemmensen reduction. If we use hydrogen in presence of base, the reaction we call Wolff-Kishner reduction, removal of oxygen, addition of hydrogen. Now see, I am making one short notes about the HI. Please note this one. How HI is used as a reducing agent. If there is halogen, X, so HI can reduce in presence of red phosphorus halogen into hydrogen. So halogen will convert into hydrogen. So this is a reduction reaction. Now also, if there is OH group, means alcoholic group. So if we use HI in presence of red phosphorus, again this OH group will reduce to hydrogen. Now see again, if there is aldehyde group, and we use aldehyde with HI and red phosphorus, again removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So two valencies are free. So addition of two hydrogen atoms, so this will convert into CH3. Again, if we use carboxylic group, again removal of oxygen, addition of hydrogen. Now again, HI can also reduce carboxylic group into alkane. So these are the basically important groups which are reduced by HI, halogen, OH, aldehydic, carboxylic. Now see, now the next question is, this is very interesting question, and this question has been asked in IIT JEE, also in NEET. See the question. The question is basically the compound given in this way. This is cyclopentane, and at this position one OH group is present, and at this position one carbonyl group is present. In this way this compound is given like this. So the question is, which reagent should we use, to prepare this compound? This OH will remain as it is, and this compound converts into this one. So basically we can see that only this compound is reduced. So removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen, and addition of hydrogen in place of oxygen. But this group will remain as it is. But this group will remain as it is. See, one by one, what we should do. Basically, if we use Clemmensen reduction, so for this compound, first I am using Clemmensen reduction. First I am using Clemmensen reduction. So in Clemmensen reduction, we are use zinc mercury amalgam in presence of HCl. So this is basically acidic medium. This is basically acidic medium. We know that Clemmensen reduction will reduce this compound. Very good. It will reduce into this group. It will reduce into this group C, H, 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 and this H. Now, as we can see, on oxygen there is lone pair of electron. On oxygen there is lone pair of electron, and this acidic medium will provide H plus ion. This acidic medium will provide H plus ion. Now there is lone pair electron rich, and this is electron deficient. So this lone pair will be donated to this H plus ion. Now this compound will convert in this way. If the medium is acidic, so this compound, if the medium is acidic, then this oxygen will gain hydrogen and the charge on oxygen atom becomes positive charge. This is clear to all of you. Now see, we know positive charge on more electronegative atom. We know positive charge on more electronegative atom. Positive charge on more electronegative atom is unstable. Is unstable, and this is basically oxonium ion. This is basically oxonium ion. So this is basically oxonium ion. Now it means this bond will break. Why this bond will break? Because these two electrons of this bond, these two electrons of this bond will shift on oxygen atom, because positive charge on more electronegative atom is unstable. Now it will be like this. Now it will be like this. Now this water is removed, so minus H2O, water is removed, and on this carbon atom there is positive charge, and this is CH2, and there is hydrogen. Now elimination reaction will take place because hyperconjugation. This is sp2 carbon, this is sp3 carbon, this hydrogen atom will removed, and there is formation of pi bond, and there is formation of pi bond between these two carbon atoms. So this is basically the product obtained. This is basically the product obtained. But as we know, this group is remains unaltered. This group remains unaltered in the reaction, as we can see there. Only this group has been changed. Only this group has been changed, and this group remains as it is. This group remains as it is. So we can see this is basically, if hydrogen we are taking, so we can also take this as hydrogen if you want to take. So this is basically, you can take hydrogen. So this is also a hydrogen. Now see, so this OH group is as it is in the product. So OH group is remain unaltered. But if we use, but if we are using zinc mercury amalgam in presence of acidic medium, so H plus will attack on this OH and elimination product will be obtained. So this is not our desired product. This is not our desired product. So which reagent we should use? So basically, if we use basic medium, for this question, as this group contain OH group, if we use basic medium, so basic medium use N2H4, this is NH2 which is hydrogen, in presence of, we know, hydrogen in presence of basic medium, so OH minus and heat. So base will not react with base. This is also a base, and this is also a base. So base and base do not react. Therefore, this OH group will remain as it is. The only group which is altered is CH2H. So this is basically a best reducing agent. This is basically a best reducing agent. So if there is OH group, then and you want to OH group protected, you want this OH group to be protected, then use the basic medium. And in basic medium the reduction is done by which reduction? This is basically Wolff-Kishner reduction. This is basically Wolff-Kishner reduction. Now it is clear to all of you. See, now we are going to prepare alkane by using carboxylic acid. So the preparation of alkane, we are going to prepare alkane by using carboxylic acid from carboxylic acid. So the preparation of alkane from carboxylic acid. See, if it is carboxylic acid, then we should use the strong reducing agent, and we know HI in presence of red phosphorus. We know HI in presence of red phosphorus will act as strong reducing agent. So it converts directly carboxylic acid into alkane. So removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen takes place. Now see the next question. Related to this. Again, if it is given in this way, CH3, CH, CH3 and COOH. This is also again carboxylic acid. But when we use for reduction red phosphorus plus HI, this is a strong reducing agent. Now removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So the product obtained is CH3, CH, CH3 and hydrogen. So this is basically what? This is basically CH3, CH2 and CH3. So alkane is prepared again. Now see, this acid we call, because on this carbon atom, which is corner carbon atom, if on corner carbon atom, corner carbon atom there are two CH3 groups. If on corner carbon atom there are two CH3 group, then we call this compound as iso. So this is basically isobutyric acid. Now the next question is, if we have given CH3, CH2, COOH, and we are using red phosphorus plus HI. Now tell me the product obtained. As again, red phosphorus and HI acts as a reducing agent. So removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. The product obtained is CH3, CH2 and CH3. So basically HI in presence of red phosphorus is a very strong reducing agent. If we use red phosphorus in presence of HI. And this question is very important, which we have discussed. Please note this, especially note this question. If you want this OH group, to remain protected, this OH group will remain same. So always use the medium which is basic. Therefore we have used the basic medium reagent, which is used in Wolff-Kishner reduction. So basic medium is basically used in Wolff-Kishner reduction, so that OH group remains protected and the carbonyl group is reduced to alkane. Now the next reaction for the preparation of alkane we are going to discuss is the preparation of alkane by decarboxylation reaction. So the next is preparation of alkane preparation of alkane by decarboxylation reaction. What is decarboxylation reaction? It is clear. by its name. D means removal. D means removal, and carboxy means removal of CO2. So basically, in decarboxylation reaction, there is removal of CO2 gas and we obtain alkane as a product. So, see the first reaction. When we use carboxylic acid like RCOOH, and the reagent we use in decarboxylation reaction, and the reagent we use in decarboxylation reaction is NaOH in presence of calcium oxide. NaOH in presence of calcium oxide. So basically, removal of this carbon dioxide takes place. Removal of this carbon dioxide will take place, and when CO2 gas is removed, when CO2 gas is removed, the product obtained is RH. R is basically what? This is alkane. This is basically what? Alkane. So in this gas, CO2 gas is obtained. So my question is, why we are using calcium oxide? Why we are using calcium oxide in decarboxylation reactions? So my question is, why calcium oxide is used? Why calcium oxide is used during decarboxylation reaction? During decarboxylation reaction. So the my question is, why calcium oxide we use during decarboxylation reaction? See, basically the calcium oxide, see the solution. Basically the calcium oxide is used, basically the calcium oxide is used as a, it is used as a dehydrating agent. It is used as a dehydrating agent. What is dehydrating agent? Means D means removal, hydration means water, removal of water. So basically calcium oxide is a dehydrating agent, and NaOH, NaOH is hygroscopic in nature. NaOH is hygroscopic. NaOH is hygroscopic in nature. What is hygroscopic? Hygroscopic means moisture absorbing, means it absorbs moisture. It absorbs, it absorbs moisture from the air. It absorbs moisture, it absorbs moisture from air. So basically NaOH is hygroscopic in nature. NaOH is hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic means it absorbs moisture from the nature. Therefore we use calcium oxide, because calcium oxide is used as a dehydrating agent. So this mixture of NaOH and calcium oxide we call soda lime. We call soda lime. So this is another method for the preparation of alkane by using decarboxylation reaction, means removal of CO2, removal of CO2. And why we use calcium oxide? Because NaOH is hygroscopic in nature, means it absorbs moisture from the air. Therefore calcium oxide is used as a dehydrating agent in decarboxylation reaction. Now I hope it is clear to all of you. In next lecture we will study some more points about the decarboxylation reaction. So thank you for watching this. So welcome to Sri Jayendra Rank Zone.